just because a man is good does not necessarily mean that he's good for you. So I've only ever really been in 2 serious relationships, and if you know me, you probably are thinking, girl, I know you lying, stop lying. But no, I'm not. It's just 2. The first one is a long, traumatic story about abuse that I am saving for a special series that will be coming up soon, so look out for it. The second one was actually very recent, about a few months ago, and it was with one of the most amazing people I have ever met. And I broke up with him. Why in the world would you do that, Linnea? Why would you break up with one of the most amazing people you've ever met? Because love is so much more complicated than I ever imagined that it would be, and it's not supposed to be. Which is why I'm making this video today, because I needed someone to explain this to me, and no one could. So I'm going to explain it to you. Before we get into it, quick reminder to like and subscribe, please. And thank you. So when I say love isn't supposed to be difficult, I truly mean that. But on the other hand, relationships are really difficult. Having rough patches in a relationship is normal. It's completely normal to argue. It's completely normal to have your doubts and whatever that may be. Whatever rough patches you may be going through in your relationships, that's normal. What I meant by love shouldn't be difficult, I meant that you will know when you love somebody. You will just know. Period. You will know. Because if you don't, your body, your mind, your soul, it will scream at you and tell you you do not need to be with this person. And I confuse that gut feeling and my soul screaming at me with relationship hardships. You will know the difference. You will feel it. If you are going through this, take a moment to just think about it. Think about the way that you feel. And see if you can tell the difference. If you're having a love hardship, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's not gonna work. No matter how hard you try, it's just not gonna work. But oh, did I try to make it work. When I tell you that my ex was one of the most amazing people that I've ever met, I mean that he was so intelligent. He was so caring. He was so loving. He would do anything for me. If I asked him to change, he would change in a heartbeat. It wasn't me constantly yelling at him to do certain things, because he would already fix them before I even had the chance to yell at him for it. He was super good with money. He had an amazing vision. So creative. He just was everything that I could ask for in a man. Like, he marked off all my boxes that I've had ever since I was a little girl, and I was like, this is it. This is the one. This is the one I've been asking for. This is the one I've been praying for. Go ahead, put a ring on it. Let's go, let's go. He was secure. Like, I knew if I married this man and if I had children with this man, he would be a great husband. He would be a great father. We would take over the world together, like dominate, because we were that power couple where we were both insanely smart in areas that the other person wasn't. So we were good business partners. But I wasn't happy. And boy, did I hate myself for not being happy. I wanted nothing more than to be happy with this man, to just frolic with this man and just carry on through life knowing that no matter what, I was gonna be secure. I was gonna have the man of my dreams, but I was not happy. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this man and I care about him. I still think about him, I still worry about him, and I would love to be friends with him someday. But as far as a relationship, it constantly felt like I wanted to escape. Let me explain to you the mindset that I was in so then you can kind of have an understanding of why you may be loving someone out of fear instead of out of love. I had just gotten out of that first relationship that I was talking about. So you can imagine the way that I felt towards men. I felt like all men were evil and dirty. And growing up, I had never seen a successful relationship. I guess you could say that I grew up in an abusive household as well. So guys were kind of on the negative end for me. It seems like most of the women in my family are actually single. I've never seen a successful marriage like up close. So I was really thoroughly convinced that coming across a good man is like 1 in a million. And then the perfect man comes waltzing into my life, promising me a life that I never thought I could ever have. The perfect family, the perfect husband, the perfect everything. He just checks off all the boxes and I'm thinking I've hit the jackpot. I'm holding on for dear life. I'm not letting him go. No other man out there exists like this. I cannot ruin this. And on top of that, he loves me? Me? Little old messed up me? What? Coming out of an abusive relationship, you can imagine my confidence was in the toilet, like in the sewage, swimming around, drowning, gasping for air. I was not in any state of mind to be falling in love with anybody. But I thought, I'm never gonna have this opportunity again, so I'm gonna do it. And my soul definitely told me that, because no matter what this perfect man did, I was not happy. I wasn't happy at all. And I kept blaming it on him, but no, that was my heart telling me, this is not for you, this is not where you need to be. So you're probably wondering, well, are the things that I'm going through exhibiting these signs that you were talking about? Has my heart been telling me? Let me give you a little hint. If you clicked on this video because of the title, you are probably loving out of fear. If another person walked in your life today that made you absolutely happy, that also promised you all of the things that your current boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever is offering you, would you be with them? He showed me good men exist, but just because a man is good does not necessarily mean that he's good for you. Really think about that. If you're unhappy, your soul is telling you something. Don't stay just because you're afraid to gamble. Life is about taking chances. Don't be afraid. It's scary, yes, but you don't have to let that fear limit you. And no relationship is gonna blossom out of fear. It blossoms out of love, among a bunch of other things like dedication and commitment and all that. But right now we're talking about fear and love, and it's not gonna blossom out of fear. You need to conquer your fears first. You need to learn how to be independent. You need to learn how to love yourself first before you can really have that peace of mind in your relationships, to where you don't have to question whether you're loving someone out of fear or love, because you've already conquered your fear, so you're not gonna let your fear control you anyway. So really think about that. Don't settle because you're scared. You should never settle. And you should never let fear control you. Life can be scary as hell, but guess what? We grow and we learn and we conquer and we continue to fight despite whatever obstacles may be in our way. I am on the road to conjuring that strong, independent woman that's always been within me. And if you are on this journey as well, or you want to just, sit back and enjoy the ride, go ahead and subscribe. And if this video touched you, if you're going through something like this, if you've gone through something like this, like, comment, tell me what you've gone through. If you disagree with me, tell me that. If you agree with me, definitely tell me that. I would love to connect with you and communicate with you. This is what this is. This is an exchange of information. If you have some video ideas, please tell me. I would love some ideas. My biggest fear is that I'm gonna run out of things to talk about, but that's what this is for. Conquering your fears. But for now, I have a plethora of great things coming your way. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram at The Heavenly Maid. I will keep you updated there. And I post positivity, love, and motivation every day. So you'll be hearing from me every day. It'll be your little angel sitting on your shoulder reminding you, hey, you're beautiful. Hey, you're wonderful. Be great today. But anyway, my angels, I love you as always, and I will see you next time. Stay heavenly.